And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk program. Oh my gosh, it's all getting set up, everybody. I really think it is. I think if you just watch my channel, you can see the trend. It's all getting set up to go. We're going to start off with a major global dump. That's getting ready to happen soon. Remember now, everything has to crash and burn. It all has to crash and burn. It's going to get a little scary. Just want to let you know, we've only been knowing this for 6 years on this program. I think we're at a stage right now where they've got to dump the entire crypto price market, okay? If you know what to do, Crypto Hulk channel, these $500 people, we are prepared. We have a list of things that we got set up to do when this global crash happens. We have a list of things. We're set up. We're ready. I'm ready for some 50 cent XRP. Chris Sharpie, yep. Knowing the things that we do is good. But we are set up now to where we're going to profit a lot. When this dump happens, these members of this channel, it's almost like we're playing baseball and we're like the catcher ready to receive the ball. We are not just going to watch, oh, this black swan's going to happen, da-da-da, and eventually we're going to profit both ways. If things go great, we're going to profit. If things go bad, we're going to profit. I've got these people set up. I made calls this weekend, a lot of phone calls to everybody that I could. And there's going to be some that I couldn't quite get a hold of that I'll be talking to today and tomorrow. But pretty much this whole weekend was phone call time. Getting each member set up to profit from this. Whether it goes bad, doesn't matter to us. We're going to make money off this. I already got them set up. These people are ready. They know what to do. It's not a deal. We're just going to sit here, okay, watch a black swan happen. No, we're not watching. We're acting. That's what we're doing. We're acting. These people are going to profit. I showed them exactly. It shouldn't take much effort to make 50 grand. It depends on which way this thing goes. They can make at least, well, it depends, but 25 grand to 50 to 80 grand or something at a minimum. You know, it depends. If somebody's got very, very low finances, you're probably going to walk away with 15 to 20 grand. That's if bad shit happens. So we're getting all set up. Anyway, my name's Crypto Hulk, not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor at all. We don't know anything. I don't know anything on this channel. The only thing I know is hardcore street drug use. Heroin, cocaine, methamphetamine, LSD, opium, Demerol, peyote. That's how it is on this program. Johnny Gonzalez, welcome to the 2024 Crypto Explosion. Ready to learn from Zoltar. Zoltar, yes, that's the fortune teller of the program. Let's get into this. Don't listen to anything I say in this program. Just leave the program right now. Everything's a lie. All right. But yeah, man, I've been calling these people. White Teeth coin doesn't crash and burn. I ain't afraid. We got Crypto Hulk on our side, and he's on live. Right Meow says Robbie, $500 member. Robbie. All right, let's see. Man, I've been like talking to these people the whole dang weekend. Getting all of them set up for success. Let me see where my cold plunge is at. I turned on the cold plunge when I got up and got the the 2 horsepower motor fired up. We're at 34.7. Oh man, we're almost at 33 degrees. I'm gonna let this thing rip till it hits about 33 degrees. I'm gonna turn it off. It's a secret. You got to learn how to use this thing. It didn't really come with instruction manual on how to chill properly. So I'm trying to figure this thing out on my own. So, okay, I'll keep that right there. Let us go to the news articulo. BNP Paribas launches Neolink. That's good. Let's go with the Cardano. Cardano. Where is that article with news? Ripple, China. Hold on a minute. Pay, listen. Visa acquires. Where did I put that one? Here it is. Crypto Potato. What kind of a name of a news organization is that? Damn shame. Okay. There you go, right there. There's your article, Bitcoin. Oh gosh, here we go. Cardano fans. How sad. If you're a Cardano diehard fan, sucks being you. Bitcoin DeFi. So let's all congratulate Cardano. I'm going to try to be nice at first. Bitcoin DeFi on Cardano reaches milestone with the first Bitcoin Cardano ADA atomic swap. Now let's read the article here. This development opens the door for Cardano users to initiate trustless transactions involving Bitcoin and Cardano with low gas fees and no custody risks. The crypto sector may be struggling with the ongoing bear market. So first off, let's see who is the article here. Mandy Williams. Mandy Williams is this person's name. Is a full-time reporter at Crypto Potato. She joined the cryptocurrency space in 2017 during her search for financial freedom and has remained devoted to the industry. Mandy Williams, congratulations. But here's the thing with Mandy Williams. She's about 10 years late. Cryptoholic, I thought you were going to be nice at first. Okay, I'm trying to be nice. This is me trying to be nice. The crypto sector may be struggling. What we have here, according to a tweet, the Cardano-based DeFi platform, Fluid Tokens, I guess is the name of it, completed the transaction, swapping 0.0001 native Bitcoin for 50 native ADA. Such a move indicates that the Cardano team has succeeded in making Bitcoin available on the proof-of-stake blockchain. The first Bitcoin ADA atomic swap. Fluid Tokens, that's the name of the Fluid Tokens, offers a range of services like lending, borrowing, staking, NFT rentals. You can rent your NFT. That sounds pretty fucking stupid. And cross-chain liquidity across Cardano and Bitcoin. The multi-chain platform, Fluid Tokens, leverages users' assets to offer access to a diverse range of services. Data from Mempool, M-E-M-P-O-O-L, Mempool, shows that the Bitcoin ADA atomic swap occurred on March 25th for a fee of 15.0 SAT/VB. Amateur night. The transaction is significant because it did not require any third-party intermediaries, such as centralized exchanges. Everything was facilitated by smart contracts, as is always the case with atomic swaps. The development opens the doors for Cardano users to initiate trustless transactions involving Bitcoin and ADA with low gas fees and no custody risks. Cardano has been keen on interoperability for years, integrating the Bitcoin network through trustless bridging. In October 2024, the network, through Emergo, its project for advancing Web3 adoption, announced a collaboration between Bitcoin OS to provide users Bitcoin Capital. BOS is a Bitcoin smart contract operating system. The partnership aimed to integrate BOS Grail Bridge into Cardano's blockchain framework, providing access to Bitcoin's 1.3 capital using zero-knowledge proofs, ZK proofs, without relying on third-party intermediaries. That move set the stage for interoperability that has blossomed between Bitcoin and Cardano. Okay, so congratulations, Cardano. You moved to Bitcoin. Now, let's look here. Let's take it back 10 years ago. Because Cardano, this shit's already been done. Welcome to the party 10 years late, Cardano. I know it sucks. That's why Crypto Hulk has to put that out there. And all the little haters and stuff. Oh, wait a minute. We got new face now. Ready? Let's do it, Crypto Hulk. Thank you in advance. Let me write down this name. Just 1 minute there. Okay. If you're on Instagram and you want to get a hold of me, I have these other different social media platforms, and they're just used strictly for contacting the $500 people. Instagram, and that's at the Crypto Hulk 2025, right there. And then let's go with X, Twitter. Let me get you the exact Twitter. Crypto Hulk 17. Oh, it's Crypto Hulk 19. Yeah. That one is... It's going to be at Crypto Hulk 19. There we go. Here is my Twitter. Let me do a copy. Okay. Now we look here at Interledger Foundation. So we were talking about Cardano, and we were celebrating the fact that Cardano was able to move a Bitcoin. Okay, that's awesome. Congratulations. You're only 10 years late. We have something called Interledger Foundation. It was made by Stefan Thomas and Evan Schwartz, David Schwartz's brother, published a white paper 2015. It was called A Protocol for Interledger Payments. So what we have is Ripple. I'm going to summarize all this. Ripple created an interledger protocol. Ripple created a way for one blockchain to communicate to another. Cardano is 10 years late. Ripple's protocol was so good 10 years ago that it was integrated into the internet. If you're brand new, this is like so massive. If you are a veteran to cryptocurrencies, a lot of people probably don't know this. Ripple's code, their interledger protocol, was put into the internet to use for global payments way back in 2015. In the internet, there's this thing called HTTP 402. Imagine it was a place where you could plug in like a USB port, okay? The internet was made, and I want you to see how big this is massive news right here that we have to understand to know that this is all planned. The internet that we know of was invented in 1997. The internet was incomplete except for something called HTTP 402. It was a place in the internet where you can plug in crypto payments. They already knew, everybody. This is fascinating right here. The people that made the internet, we want to call it the government. I call it the top 5 families of the world waiting to take over. The people that made the internet, this is fascinating. Their goal in 1997, when they released the internet to us, and I say to us because they've already had it for like 10 or 20 years. When they released the internet to us in 1997, it was a way to get control of everybody. But they didn't quite have the payments portion figured out because the whole world was kind of fractured, okay? You've got all these different countries, all this different kinds of money, paper money, all kind, and then different payment platforms, Visa, ACH, chips, and whatever it is, all this different stuff, okay? Back in 1997, which was 30 years ago, almost 29 years ago. Back in 1997, there's this thing called the internet that popped up. I remember going to college. I was about 27 years old. And there was this thing called the internet that popped up. It's very strange. Ripple was chosen. See, in the internet, there is a portion called HTTP 402. There needed to be a USB plug-in to that for global payments. What's been happening all these years is the world is now starting to get into a global payment system that's universal, blockchain. And when this happened, see, the internet, the internet knew in 1997 that we would have a one world payment system one day. They didn't know when, but they knew they would. And you could plug it into HTTP 402. That is XRP's Interledger protocol. Oh my God. Yeah. Now, 99% of people in crypto, they don't understand what I'm talking about right now. But you're going to understand. See, Ripple was already chosen like 11 years ago to be the one. The internet adopted the Ripple protocol, Interledger protocol, okay? It's already in there. David Schwartz's brother. Congratulations, Evan Schwartz. What about, how's Rebecca doing? These people on the internet have no idea what I'm talking about. XRP maxis have no idea what I'm talking about when I talk about Evan and Rebecca, along with David. Perfect triangle. So that's the deal. Cardano, people are celebrating Cardano. Yeah, Cardano did it. Look, this shit's already been done, dummy. Ripple's already been chosen, dummy. Like 11 years ago, we're already done. We're waiting for the rest of the world to catch up. It's hilarious. So congratulations, Mandy Williams, the person that wrote the article. You need to get a clue, lady. Your information is about 10 years old, okay? All right. Let me check some comments. We'll go to the next article. GPUS 0.13, 13 cents. I'll ride or die a few hundred. Instagrams of Coke. Okay. Let me look. Let me go to the next article here. Let's go. There's that one. Let's go with BNP Paribas. I want you to see. Now we're going to go to what I'm showing you here. They're getting all set up, everybody. Let me do a copy and a paste. I really see, I think we're at the tail end. A tail end of the Black Swan. I think it's ready. We're ready to have a grand finale like the 4th of July. That's what I'm seeing. Because here we go. Look at what they got going on here. BNP Paribas, they launched Neolink, okay? Neolink 26. BNP Paribas Security Services has launched Neolink 26, the latest upgrade of its all-in-one client platform with an extended suite of applications. What are we seeing here? We're seeing the United States, number one, not in this article. We are seeing the United States of America greenlighting the SEC, the Commodity Future Trading. You got the Federal Reserve Bank just gave Kraken a banking license. What we're seeing is the whole trading atmosphere of the world becoming crypto friendly at a very fast rate. All of a sudden now, I hope you're seeing this every day. We're seeing this news. You got the BNP Paribas Securities Services has launched Neolink 26, the latest upgrade of its all-in-one client platform. Everybody, it's all starting to happen now in different countries. According to the firm, Neolink 26 brings together a set of enhancements made to the portal, reinforcing its transversal features as well as the range of business service it covers. As part of the update, the portal extends its capabilities to cover a number of activities, including its schedule manager, tri-party collateral management solution that enables clients to enhance collateral optimization. It also provides a new agency lending a new lending application. Gee, I wonder what they're going to lend. I wonder how this lending platform works. It allows clients to review, analyze, and monitor their agency lending programs. Gee, they're not even talking about crypto. Isn't this interesting? Maybe what we do is we put out news, but leave the fact that this is so crypto based. Let's just not even talk about that. Not even talking about it, so the brokies have no idea what's going on. We'll announce what we're doing, but not fully announce what we're doing. That's exactly what we got here. I got the evidence. We're going to go over here in just a minute. It's talking about an upgrade of the cash and payment application. Now that's interesting. They're talking about these upgrades for BNP Paribas. They're talking about a seamless 360 digital experience to clients. If I were to read this article, I'm not hearing anything about crypto at all. I'm just hearing about a payments platform. It's something to do with cash. Let's look into this a little deeper and find out what we got going on. This is not a cryptocurrency token. It's not a blockchain native project. BNP Paribas' securities services proprietary all-in-one institutional client platform. So we're talking institutions here. Okay. It's got liquidity management involved, foreign exchange, cash flows. Sounds pretty boring. But what do have? $17 trillion in assets. That's pretty big. BlackRock is what, 50 trillion or something, 30 trillion? Now that's very interesting. They have upgraded cash and payment application. Now I wonder what they upgraded to, because they're sure not talking about anything at all here. You got the Banque de Paris. Now it's interesting how Banque Nationale de Paris is involved. Maybe because Paris controls the XRP Ledger Foundation. That could be something interesting. All of a sudden now we flip right over to Paris, France. Just wanted to let you see this. Oh, Neolink, they have a digital transformation. Oh, a digital transformation. I'm still not saying the word crypto at all. Who's working on this project? Dean Little is involved. He's a former Citibank equities and securities. He's got 30 years experience. But let's keep digging here. So what we have are 10 major banks that are involved in this. This BNP Paribas Neolink has got 10 global banks mixed in it, and I can't find any kind of crypto evidence at all so far. Now, that's very interesting. Let's take a little look here. Oh, here we go. Up. Now, BNP Paribas comes out with this new Neolink payment kind of a platform. Let's look right here at BNP Paribas Group, which is a division of BNP Paribas Bank. BNP Paribas Group, they are in heavy institutional blockchain. Oh, since 2018. Now, all of a sudden, we learn that BNP Paribas Group, now Neolink, is a division of that. So they've been in blockchain for 8 years so far. Now they have something called Asset Foundry. BNP Paribas Group has something called Asset Foundry. What is that? An Ethereum-based blockchain tokenization platform. Wow, now we're starting to get somewhere here. Oh, it was used for February 2026 tokenized share class of French domiciled. So now what were the French coming into this for? Very interesting. But we now know that BNP Paribas has something called Asset Foundry, which is an Ethereum-based public blockchain. They're tokenizing everybody. I told you. And they're using private ledgers, so you can't see it. That's why the prices don't go up. BNP Paribas has something called Neo Bonds. Oh, here we go. It's a private tokenized platform on the Canton blockchain network. Now, all of a sudden, you can only hide your crazy for so long. The Canton network. Oh, my God. Now we're starting to figure it out, Crypto Hulk. Canton coin. They tried so much. And that article that I kind of read through just a little, they tried so much not to talk about crypto. Neolink, what's that called? Neolink 26 or some shit? The Neolink 26. BNP Paribas launches the Neolink 26. If you read this article, you'll fall asleep. Crypto Hawk, are you going to sleep with that article? What? The article, yeah, it was a great article, Crypto Hulk. Yeah, great article. Neolink 26. All of a sudden, we're going through a boring ass article. All the brokies left the Crypto Hulk show when I started reading to you about Neolink 26. It's so, hey, look, I'll just keep it real with you. I'll keep it 100, okay? 100. The article bores the fuck out of me. I told myself, wait a second here. These little sneaky little bastards. I read this article. It wasn't a big article. I read this article in a few minutes, and I'm like, what? This is so boring. Why is this on Securities Finance Times? Why is this boring ass article? Why do they even publish this article? Because they're talking about Neolink 26. Has nothing to do with crypto that we can see in the article. But then Crypto Hulk comes along, does a little research in my Canton blockchain network. Oh, nice. You've got the Canton coin and Rise are involved for all that. Now, Kalen Brown has the Canton coin. Then there's a crypto called Rise. Let's go to CoinGecko. Now, Rise is not available on Kalen Brown right now. Here is the Rise token. And it's got 0.004. Oh, my God. You can pick up like 500,000 of these for probably $600. Let's do a copy paste. There it is right there. T-Rise. And guess what? T-Rise is hooked up with the Canadian government officially. Yep, the Canadian government is officially involved with T-Rise. So let's look at this deep dive here. Okay, so it's called Neo Bonds. See, Neo Bonds is a private tokenization platform on Canton network. It's used for first Eurozone sovereign digital bond, Republic of Slovenia. It's the Republic. The Republic of Slovenia. Canton coin. I'm telling you what, that sucker, I'm sure glad Crypto Hulk found it. I'm sure Crypto Hulk found it before any other person on YouTube. Yes, we did. Crypto Hulk talks about it, and then everybody else talks about it. That's how it works, folks. We always find shit out here first. Canton Coin and Rise, congratulations to those that have it. The Canton Network via Neo Bonds. It's a blockchain consortium. It's a private DLT for digital bonds and settlement. Let me take a look here. And that is all this Neolink 26. BNP Paribas. Okay, you got Bank of New York, Mellon, Citibank, Deutsche Bank, HSBC, JP Morgan, State Street. They are all mixed up with this BNP Paribas platform, which is basically Canton Network. They could have just came out and said it in the article, but they didn't. They made Crypto Hulk do a deep dive to show you two cryptos that are definitely required to buy. BNP Paribas, one of Europe's largest custodians. They have 17 trillion in assets. Oh my God, that's massive. Now let's see who else is. Oh, they're using the private Canton network. It's called DAML, DAML. That's the smart contract they're using. It's called Asset Foundry. On a public and permissioned Ethereum for end-to-end DLT custody. Oh, right here, Medico was acquired by Ripple. They're using their custody, and it's Medico, and that is actually Ripple. So Ripple's involved with this with Canton. Just thought I'd put that out there. We got institutional custody. I already showed you it's Medico, which is Ripple. Let us look. Medico, harmonized custody orchestration platform acquired by Ripple, May 2023. Founded in Switzerland. Medico was founded in Switzerland in 2015. That's interesting. 2015 is the same year Ripple won the Department of Justice. The Ripple settlement agreement, 2015. Ripple was determined to be a currency, and XRP was found to be a currency, and Ripple was found to be a money service business by the United States Treasury and the United States Attorney. Fireblocks is also involved for hot wallet tokenization layer. So, Fireblocks is involved. See, that's why we have Caleb Brown, because they use Fireblocks. And Fireblocks, I'm telling you what, it comes up in everything, doesn't it? Fireblocks is coming up in everything. That's why I have Caleb and Brown, one of the reasons. Very interesting. Canton Network, Hyperledger, the Ethereum Hyperledger Basu. So that would be Stellar. Stellar is Hyperledger. Yeah, Fireblocks involved, Medico, Canton Network, Ethereum. We got Swift involved in this. So that would be that Linea token, Linea. Let's take a little look here. Linea. You are able to buy Linea. It's 0.002. Discount prices here. Let's look at Linea right there. Now, I was texting Caleb and Brown yesterday evening, maybe around 12 hours ago, something like that. And Jim was there, so I texted Jim and said, hey, Jim, why is it that Grok is saying that Linnea is not allowed to be traded in the United States? And then why is it that some people on Kraken are being notified that Linnea is not allowed to be tradable in the United States? Jim's checked. He said he doesn't see any indication that at Caleb Brown, so he's going to look into it further. So I'm going to have him look at things. We got Jumbo Canton on the Barbie, Fried Canton Jambalaya. So that's what Jim was telling me. He doesn't know anything about that. So, and of course, I'll tell you what, Crypto Hulk, we always find out early. So he's going to look into it. I'll try to remember to contact him today. And that is the end of that BNP Paribas, that article at BNP Paribas, where if you were to read it, it shows nothing about any of the cryptos we just talked about. And that's why you watch Crypto Hulk, because I can take an article that appears to be nothing and show you how it's really something. Let me check the comments here real quick. We'll go to the next article. And let me check one of my 19 wallets. All right, let us go. Tasty fried canton. Okay, next article is about Mastercard, everybody. I want to show you what's going on. This is massive. It's all coming together. Why Mastercard paid double for a stablecoin infrastructure it could have built. The credit card. So what happened is Mastercard bought this payments platform. I think it's BVNK. I believe, yeah, BVNK is the name of it. Now, Mastercard paid $1.8 billion for a payments infrastructure platform, and it could have made it by itself and for way cheaper. When one of the world's largest card networks pays a significant premium over a company's last valuation to acquire it, that is worth paying it. Why did they do this? That's what the article's trying to say. Why did Mastercard pay almost $2 billion for this payments platform? When the company in question builds a stablecoin settlement infrastructure, it tells you something fundamental about where the payments industry believes it needs to be and how urgently it needs to get there. I want you to see what's going on, everybody. Mastercard is literally rushing into this payments platform. That's what the article's saying. How urgently Mastercard needed to be here. I wonder why, everybody. Is it because Crypto Hulk's saying maybe we're going to have crypto laws around June, July? We know Congress in the United States is going to vote in June. I mean, actually, late May. If Congress votes, that's if Congress votes and it passes in late May, we very well could see crypto regulations June, July, August. You know, the government, look, they can speed up or slow down as much. The Ripple trial, perfect example. The fake Ripple trial that I'm the only one calling that out. None of the other crypto channels you were watching ever suggested this was a fake crypto trial, except me. But you see how that took like 4 years. 4 years, everybody. Fake trial. Gary Gensler, I told you right away he was all bad. I told you right away. What were the other crypto channels telling you? Go back. You can go see it unless they deleted their episodes. The other crypto channels like, oh, let's give Gary Gensler a chance. Oh, he's an MIT professor. He can help. Remember all the other channels were all saying, what's Crypto Hulk saying? This guy's a fraud. I called it immediately. How do I know? He's a college professor. What does that mean? Democratic communist. I already knew right away this guy was all bad. I knew it. And I had 4 years to prove it to you. Every day for 4 years, I was proving to you this guy's fake. And we had that fake trial. None of the other channels. The other channels would have the Jeremy Hogan on. The other channels would have John Deaton. Now, John Deaton, come over here. Give us your rundown on the Ripple trial. And afterwards, I'll suck your dick. Okay, that's all the other channels do. Please, John, please show up to my channel. Show up to my channel. Jeremy Hogan, show up to my channel. Please, 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 please. I need the ratings. I need the ratings. Fake trial. How embarrassing. Oh, my God. So that's what we have with Mastercard. They're rushing, literally rushing to get this platform. How much really was BVNK worth? $750 million. That's what it's really worth. But Mastercard paid $1.8 billion. They paid over double the cost. Why would they do that? Because are they in a rush for something? Everybody, I think they are. I really think these crypto regs are coming. I talked to the $500 people for 3 months, and that's what we pretty much agree. It says here, compliance was worth the premium. Mastercard has no shortage of engineering talent. It could build a stablecoin settlement layer from scratch, and it would probably be a good one. So why pay 140% premium for someone else's platform? Now that's interesting. Why are they doing this? Why are they acting? Why is Mastercard acting like they're in a rush, everybody? Because the technology was never the hard part. BVNK's value lies in its multi-jurisdictional licensing framework. Oh, so they could have made their own platform, but then they got to get licensed in 130 countries. Oh, shit, that would take years. Interesting. Walking into that, many regulators' offices and emerging with approval takes the kind of time that a card network competing for the future of settlement simply does not have all this time. Mastercard could have made their own platform and all that shit, but then they'd have to go country by country by country to get legislative or legal approval. Oh, they want to get this done fast. See, you know what's interesting is Mastercard. I'll hold off on that for a minute. The regulated rails race. Stripe acquired Bridge. Stripe is a payments company. It acquired Bridge, another payments company. See, this is a competition to who can get there first right now. Mastercard doesn't want, within 18 months, every major card network will have a stablecoin settlement strategy. I think Mastercard, the reason I wanted to show you this article is we are moving very, very quickly. I really think, like Brad Garlinghouse said, at the end of May, Congress is going to vote yes on this. Mastercard busted a move real quick here. They decided to overpay for a payments network because they know, look, they're trying to move really fast. This article tells us something. Let's look at who's involved in all of this. Where does if we look at the deep if we look at this deep dive here, I'm going to speed this up. There are about 8 banks involved in BVNK. Okay, here we go. Now, BVNK had a Series B stock offered, okay? The Series B stock was led by Han Ventures. Let me show you this. This is going to be very interesting. Let me show you this here. Gordon Logan. Boy, Juve. Okay. December 2024, BVNK had a stock offering, a Series B listing, and Han Ventures led that. Here is Han Ventures. And it's ran by Katie Han. Now, where have we seen Katie Han before? She was one of the lawyers that sued Ripple. Oh, yes. Way back in 2015. You know what? See, Katie Han, let me show you the evidence right here. We got her signature. Oh, Crypto Hulk, you're a little investigator. Okay. Go to what we got right here is a Ripple settlement agreement. Way back in 2015, Ripple was in a lawsuit with the United States government over criminal activity, allegedly. Who was involved? The Department of Justice. Who was one of the lawyers that sued Ripple and tried to take down Ripple? Katie Han. Here's your lawsuit paperwork right here. I'm not going to focus on this whole thing. Let's go. If you look to the right side, you'll see it's 16 pages. Go to page 4, and you'll know you're on page 4 when you see a bunch of signatures right here. Look at the very first one, May 5th, 2015. Catherine Han, Haun. Assistant United States Attorney. Who was Catherine Han or Katie Han? Who was that? One of the lawyers that was suing Brad Garlinghouse and Ripple to try to put everybody in jail. Catherine Han, right there's her name. And she's the one with BVNK. Now she's working with BVNK to help them raise, back in 2024, to help them raise all kinds of money for payments in crypto. So Katie Han went from targeting crypto companies, trying to put people in jail, to working for the crypto companies, trying to promote them. Isn't this interesting? A total flip. Right there. There's her page where she signed it right there. You can see it. Now, Mastercard, let's look at the history of Mastercard here real quick. We got 7 minutes left. Here's a Crypto Hulk video. Go to the 14-second mark. 14-second mark. What do we got here? Mastercard's partnership with Alipay. That's China. Mastercard partnered with China, connecting digital wallets to cross-border payments. Now, I did this article here. Mastercard was partners with China's Alipay, and they were involved with cross-border payments. Now, that's interesting because What would China have to do with all this? Go to 38-second mark in that video. 38-second mark in the video. What do we see right here? Ripple China. Oh man, Crypto Hulk. See, we got Ripple that made the Chinese yuan. Ripple already made. See, when you guys go to this XRP Las Vegas coming up, why don't you ask them about Ripple China 2013? Ask somebody at Ripple, preferably in the loud audience, ask them about Ripple China and how Ripple made the Chinese yuan in 2013. Then ask, how did Ripple get national security clearance to make Ripple's digital currency, the Chinese yuan, back in 2013? I'm just kind of curious, Ripple, how did you guys, Ripple, make the Chinese yuan a digital crypto stablecoin? How did you do that in 2013 when China's our enemy, number one? And number two, how did you get United States security clearance to do that? I'll take my question sitting down. Nobody at these conferences are that intelligent to ask a question like this. That is at the 38-second mark. Next, I have the Ripple China timeline right here for you. Look right there, Ripple China timeline. We got June 27, 2013. Ripple China Trading Center was launched, and users can recharge through Alipay and TenPay. That's Alibaba and Tencent. Already, Ripple partners from day one. How did Ripple pull that off? Ask the question in the Ripple conference, because I won't be able to be there. Ask them how in 2013, when Ripple was a startup company, how did they make Ripple China the Chinese yuan in 2013? How did a startup do that with an enemy of the United States? How did the national security of the United States allow that to happen? And Ripple also, by the way, and I'll take the question sitting down, how did you guys as a startup hook up Alipay and TenPay, which are pretty much the Chinese Communist government? They're half owned by China. How did you guys get clearance, security clearance, to do that? And then the whole room goes silent. Nobody even knows what the fuck you just said. The people at Ripple are nervous. They're like, oh shit, this guy's been watching Crypto Hulk show. And then Brad Garlinghouse and David Schwartz will say, next question. You, 50-year-old guy over here, looks like a fucking loser. What's your question? Ask me something stupid, like everybody in this room is fucking stupid. Ask me a stupid question. Alrighty then. So we read how Mastercard is buying BVNK, and that's all hooked up with China and Alipay and stuff, with Ripple involved. I'll take my question sitting down. I'm going to run out to the hallway really quick as everybody tries to bum rush you. You can't say that. You must be watching Crypto Hulk show. How do you know these things? Here's this next article. It was dated August 2025. XRP goes mainstream. Mastercard partnership with XRP brings crypto payments to everyday life. So it looks like here, Mastercard hooks up with Ripple, which is XRP. Now, if we look at BVNK, we'll see they have some partners. Mastercard's a partner, Visa, WorldPay. WorldPay is a partner of BVNK. What is the link to WorldPay with Ripple? Is that WorldPay has a patent And it's got Ripple mentioned in that patent right there. There's your evidence right there. So it looks to me like BVNK is partnered up with all these Ripple partners. How interesting is that? Now, if you look on the BVNK partner list, you'll see BVNK is a partner of a company called dLocal. D as David and then local. Well, that's interesting because Amazon is payments. Amazon Payments is partnered with Ripple, who's a partner of dLocal. We know that Amazon already is a Ripple partner. I'm not going to show you the webpage for that, but we've already shown you that. So here we got Amazon and Ripple and dLocal are all partnered with BVNK. Now we know that a company called Deal, if you look here, BVNK has a partner. It's called Deal, DEEL. And guess what? Deal is a partner with MoonPay. Look right here. Deal is a partner of MoonPay. Why is that important? Because MoonPay is a Ripple partner. Oh, shit. Crypto Hulk. It looks to me like that BVNK, all of the technology of BNVK is Ripple. And it looks like Mastercard is already a partner of all these companies. And Ripple, they're a partner of all these Ripple companies. Look right here. MoonPay is partnered with Ripple, and that's October 2024. Yup. Sure looks like it. Now, Leon. That's a partner of BVNK. BVNK is utilizing Leon. And guess what? Leon's using Ripple. Like, are you seeing something here? All roads lead back to Ripple. I've only been saying that for 6 years now. Leon International joins Ripple, and that is 2018. Oh, man, 8 years ago? Pretty much 8 years ago. Now, Visa is a partner of BVNK. Now, why is this interesting? Because Visa spent in the year 2018. See, Visa got the jump on crypto before Mastercard. Here's why Mastercard bought BVNK. BVNK is pretty much Ripple, okay? Look what I just sent you there. Visa acquires Ripple Payments partner for $250 million. What we have, 2018, Visa bought Earthport to be able to do payments like Mastercard just bought BVNK. Visa already did this shit like 8 years ago, but they bought Earthport, number one. And number two, Visa bought another Ripple company, Currency Cloud. Look at this right here. Right here, 2021. Visa buys Ripple partner Currency Cloud for $925 million. Okay, Crypto Hulk, what did we just see in this past article you were showing us? I showed you how Mastercard, who already was a partner with Ripple, bought a company called BVNK for $1.8 billion, okay? Why is this important? Because what Visa did 8 years ago by buying Earthport and Currency Cloud, Mastercard just did the same thing by buying BVNK, but they did it last minute, okay? Visa bought all these Ripple partners so they could have a platform. They bought Visa just bought Earthport and Currency Cloud back in 2018 and 21 for about, in today's money, it'd be about $1.6 billion. So it'd be about the same. It's about the same amount of money that Mastercard just spent. Mastercard buys BVNK because it runs on that XRP ledger. All the companies that make up BVNK, is Ripple. It's Ripple platform companies, all of them, Ripple partners. That kind of tells you something right there, which crypto you need to buy. My name's Cryptoholic. I'm out of here. I'll see. I got to go work out, do a cold plunge, and then I'll be calling these $500 for 3-month people. I'll see y'all in the next one.